I think regarding the mental game, I think Spirit, if they get this round, then it'll be almost like if they won it out 11-4 or so, because they're just gonna rush past that one round that was just like an off round, and don't care. But if Game Religion win it, I'm not so sure actually. Spirit may be like, oh, we did look a bit shaky there towards the end, so maybe not all too positive if Game Religion do win it. Although 9-6 half can't be too upset with that, can you? From the way, I mean, after even with the streak, can't be too upset with that if you're Spirit. Now that with the double ops in play, I don't think they'll be affected too much. It's only Draken who might be peeking. Spirit actually putting 2 players towards the arch area, and that's where Draken is gonna peek, and that's where Draken is gonna lay his rest behind his balance. Just trade that out, and it's a 2-for-1 initially from Spirit with plenty of time left.
Nice,
I mean, by their standards, 2-on-2 in terms of the trades, 3-on-3 in terms of the rounds remaining. If only Hampa's on the site as well. Spirit are jumping in. 20 seconds.
No,
he misses the shot.
No! Recovery made.
No! In a second. And
this is unbelievable. B250 to clean it up, and now a 1 versus 2. What the heck just happened to Hampus?
I don't know.
He missed his incredible shots, and I mean, he pulls back with 2 beautiful shots of his own, but they're hot on his tail here.
I just balanced has clutched before though, specifically on Nuke, but not this time. Rusty. Beautiful timing there on the push in as we end this first half in just the way it started, in that really messy sort of first 2 rounds, which I'm hoping to see a bit more of in the second half. And that is one great first half. Who comes out as a winner there, do you think?
Obviously Spirit. Obviously Spirit. I mean, the mental game must be strong. Obviously, they'll shake off that last round. Like you said, that one fluke round, they can shake that off. 9-6, it's not too bad. Definitely not too bad if you're the T side. And now Game Legion, but it's the question of, is your CT side as strong as your T side? Game Legion had such a strong T side on Nuke, and question is Spirit CT able to match that of Game Legion's T? Can they pull this one off? For now,
yeah, I think it's definitely better than what Spirit had on Nuke, right? Where they got, I think it was 8-2 at one point with 8 in a row, and then Gamer Legion came back at the end of the half and brought it to 8-7. I think just losing 2 rounds, definitely not as bad.
See what they can do. Flashbang. Dennis, lovely entrance on Amir, takes him down with a Glock. Quick push in, and that leaves Choppers alone on the site. And with all of Gamer Legion bottled up towards Banana, the rotations from Team Spirit can be detrimental here. Choppers needs to land some headshots, and he won't connect anything for the time being. Still dancing with that USP. Finding something, won't find anything. He's getting sprays through the smoke, however. He's finding something, but not enough. And now the retake is on. Boost up, and Dennis is quick to deny it. Spraying through the smoke towards the bottom. Like, good awareness, but 5 versus 3 now in Team Spirit with the kit on Choppers. Can they pull this one off? Not likely. The smokes go in, and they're locked out of the site.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even with a kit, they need... Sunday Young has got one of those, but they need so many more, and it doesn't look doable at all. Great crossfire setup right now from Game Legion as well.
Oh, that's...
Grant them a couple frags. Wonderful stuff from Draken. As Gamer Legion just cruise to a victory here. Sunday Young not to outlive anyone else there to, at least for too long. I mean, by the way, Dennis, I think he's had the best performance on a first half I've ever seen anyone have that only got 5 frags. You know what I mean? I just felt like he had such an impact on only 5 frags in a half. I mean, that just feels weird to say with that few frags. I think there are definitely more players that you can point to better. I don't know why he's stuck, but Hampa's definitely the best player so far for me.
Yeah, you know, but he gets that 1 ace. That'll be imprinted with me forever. It's like the happy deagle ace, but except on the A-bomb side. And now it's time for Team Spirit to pull things out here. Magic's got 2. Oh, good God. He's got 2 off the 5-7. And he has to bomb as one of the rotations from Team Spirit. They can overwhelm them, but Magix doesn't need them. He's got 3, and he's locked this round in favor of Team Spirit. But can they hold this one off here? The rotation's already. Hampus is on the back turn, but Choppers is ready for it. D going to finish him off. Mir will get it, and now on to Dennis. This round is flipped on its head once more. Dennis is going to pull the 1 versus 3 down to the 1 versus 2. Gamer Legion. Creek picked up. And the heroics from Magix himself has pulled this one and made it doable. Dennis out towards apartments. This is smart for him to rotate all the way around. But can he find any frags here?
Doesn't look too likely, because again, with Spirit, he may be able to find one, but I don't think he'll expect Spirit to be this close by. They're playing this 2v1 just exceptionally, try and trade, but by moving just with each other for the most part. But look, what are they doing now? Chopper checking someone else, but
Nice.
luckily for them, it was a wonderful one dig that he checked out. 10-7, Spirit just right back in it, aren't they? And that 3-round lead upholds something that they'll rejoice in, and all Spirit better than we saw earlier. So much cash on the line. Jesus.
Oh yeah, jeez. Look at the utility too. They've more or less gone for utility than weapons, and I mean, it's smart in principle, but I think that Dragonflower Spirit is just gonna overwhelm you no matter what. I don't think Gamer Legion really stand a chance in this round. So, man, Team Spirit off the eco buy, off the half buy with this that 157 from Magic's really made that one undoable. There have been a lot of heroics on pistols. Obviously, we had Hampus in the last half, and now Magic's with the 3K57. It's insane right now. This match is lived up to what we expected, to say the least.
Oh yeah, by far. I mean, just those few rounds that we saw earlier in this map sort of was enough for the whole series basically, and then I'll tell you that we have had a great series in general as well.
Slowing things down here, Gamer Legion. These pistols, I think they're gonna go for a hall spot. We can already see they're grouped up into departments, and Disbalance wants to go investigating. He's got one tag down. Oh, however, he can barely back away. Yeah, the bomb has dropped this one. Disbalance has got two. What? The third from Magic's the reinforcement. Yeah, a shot down here. They drop the bomb, and it's all over. Gamer Legion lose. And Team Spirit up by 4 rounds, 7-11. It's looking more out of control than ever.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Gamer Legion completely fell apart in that one out of basically thin air. Just due to dropping the bomb once, Team Spirit just came in like savages and put several players on that bomb, and through that they found so many frags and completely destroyed whatever Gamer Legion were trying then, and they're probably gonna destroy them in a similar way here as with Gamer Legion on just Glocks.
5 Glocks, yeah, 5 Glocks.
Yeah. And Someday Young on an MP9. What is Mir doing? Why would he do that?
What the heck is going on?
What the hell? Why would he do that with an M4 is all I'm asking. Like,
I mean, yeah,
two players Young was doing it.
Yeah, but 2 players go down.
Yeah,
it's clean.
Magic can probably pick up that M4 if he makes it in tie. Questioning.
I don't think he does. No. Yeah.
But it's not a massive loss to lose 1 M4 and 1 MP9.
Yeah, that's
Team Spirit can cope. They're the main important part is that they win dominantly. They sort of show that they are supreme over Gamer Legion, or at least are attempting to prove that. And with a 5-round lead, I think Gamer Legion can fall apart at any second right now.
Yeah, it's safe
Team
to say
Spirit
that.
just need a round.
It's safe to say Team Spirit are dominant right now. I mean, up by 5 rounds, looking to extend their lead here to make it 13, and that's when you really hit like a blockade. I feel like whenever a team hits 13 rounds, it's like, oh my god, they're at 13 already. We're not even on double digits. I mean, it's going to be a mental blockade for Gamer Legion to come over. Not just like a tactical or individual barricade that's holding them back. It's going to be a mental thing and a blockade that'll continue to suppress them and slow pace from them. We'll see if this slow tempo can shake things up a little bit. They need to accelerate at some point, and that kind of seems to be the tempo of every team. Dennis with a chance here, and no. Tag down as Disbalance gets a trade, and Dennis on low HP. The Molotov will force him back even further. And a chance for Gamer Legion off in the initial pick, but Dennis takes lots of damage, and still, though, advantage lies with Team Spirit with Disbalance caught off guard. Good god, Hampus. Nice shot from him. Might be able to pick up the op.
They're circling the ace side, aren't they? Magic's all alone, and Pit needs the frag. I think he needs another one beyond Dennis, but doesn't get it at all, and this retake is now looking doomed to fail before it's even started to me. Despite the fact that both are going to have kits, Trooper is going to pick that one up. Despite the fact that they have full health,
they're backing away already.
Just save,
5-round lead. Keep your economy stable. I mean, it's already stable as it is, but I mean, Dallas won't get that extra 1 point, or that won't only get 1.4. And Team Spirit keen to keep these weapons up in an AK-47. They're already 5 rounds ahead, so keep things level. Let's hopefully not let this spiral out of control, and we can shut them down later in the future. But then again, it's like Mirage. Remember, they get to that 12-round point, and then all of a sudden, boom, Gamer Legion are right back on their trail. And maybe that'll happen again, but for now, though, Gamer Legion 7 and Team Spirit 12. No, actually 8. Gamer Legion 8. Mixed up my numbers a little bit. Mixed up my numbers.
Yeah, just a bit.
Slightly.
Team Spirit, they don't want to mix up the numbers just yet because they are hopefully for themselves gonna stay in this. Well, that's turned into a 4-round lead for quite a bit longer. They do not want to switch positions right now with Gamer Legion, I don't think, because again, despite the fact that Gamer Legion did win that round and have a very good shot of winning this one, they are on the cusp of destruction at every single point. It almost feels like when you're this far behind, when you're still sort of this close to the match winner.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
He's just kicked it off in the best of ways. Took Gamer Legion quite a while to try and take banana control, but they're not playing around with it at all. I just balanced this, traded up in apartments. He got killed off in boiler there. Team Spirit, I'm not sure how to feel about this one if you're them.
Certainly, 4 versus 4, leaving Chopper to his own. Bomb towards the lower middle, so maybe he can make something happen for now, though. So again, a slow tempo from Gamer Legion. Worked out in the last one. Okay, Freddy gets a tag on a Chopper, almost lines it up. But still, yeah, this is a little bit shaky from Team Spirit. They're down by 1 man, and they stack up the majority towards the A bomb side, but it looks like they might have read this perfectly. The rest of Team Spirit, 3 players are stacked up here. And Chopper can rotate over fast if he needs to, and Gamer Legion using some utility. They might just want to head back towards the B side. The information's been given. A Magic totally over towards Haybrails. One player crosses. There's the first. Has to back away. Spots the second and lobs an 8 over. Damage is found onto Dennis. He's dropped down just below half. And Magic's in the pit position alongside his teammate. SDY goes down, but still, though, the defense is strong and it holds up here as Dancing Mur's got 4, and he shuts them all down. 13-8 Team Spirit. They're on the cusp of a victory. And Gamer Legion, they've broken. The blockade is immaculate now, and it's going to be a huge wall to bounce over. And Team Spirit 13-8. A strong buy ahead of them in Gamer Legion. They need something. This final buy could be the end of them.
Dance of destruction from Mir as he just rolled around and got that 4K in beautiful fashion. Dance with the devil, and you may just end up like Gamer Legion because look at where they are right now. They're back to this 3 players being on $0.
So many
thing.
zeros. Dollars thing. Yeah, $0 thing. That's what we'll call it.
Yeah, that's called being broke is also a way of saying it. But, you know, that's just how Gamer Legion roll. But right now, they are not going to be too happy with this, aren't they? I mean... No,
there's no way. If I'm Gamer Legion...
This mixed by as well, they need someone like Hampus to do, dare I say, to do something on a similar level to what he did in the first half, but maybe we shouldn't even be close to mentioning that because that is something that was of a different game.
Point something out. Hold tab and look at the kill gap between Hampus and everyone else. That's insane.
Yeah,
he really is the hard carry. And likewise, Spirit's gonna be fragging, and Chopper's got one. Dinking for Freddy. Feeds a cleanup though. A 2 versus 3 now is a retrade from Freddy. He's able to get a double here with the rotations from dismounts. They're here already. There's no chance at this on the out. Gonna position himself up. He's going aggressive. Disbalance. I disbelieve that one because Freddy goes down. And it's all over here. Hampus has got to pull off the 1 versus 3. The top fragger. Man of the match. Server leader. And he goes down. No chance. 8-14. And it's nominal penury for Team Spirit or Gamer Legion. And this is it. All over here.
14-8, and it starts to look like it's the end of the road for Gamer Legion, dare I say, despite it may upsetting some people in chat.
The start of the beginning of the end, basically.
Yeah, no, I think we're past that. I think we're in the middle of the end.
Yeah, maybe
these Deagles have got to do quite something to avert this disaster, and they're doing just that as Spirit are walking into one bear trap filled with Swedish Deagles, a trap that is worse than most other ones.
3 rifles still for Team Spirit. They pick up 2
they're all in the middle.
Legion. Look at this. Oh my god, Freddy B1. I end up a second. No, denied by Magix. Bomb goes down in a 2 versus 4. Gamer Legion might have just stayed afloat in this one. Round of their economy will be bustling after it. The 3-2-2 from Team Spirit. He has been spotted. Oh, these Deagles, they're so good. What has happened? They're all Deag frags, all 1 Deags. And now Chopper has to back away and save this one. What the heck is that? The eco round for Gamer Legion has come out on top of all the things to win.
What the hell? I mean, everyone just popped up with. I mean, outside of Hampus, ironically enough, because he was on the insane Deagle clip earlier, but everyone else just chipped in for a 1 dig each, and that's going to keep the Doctor away for another one. Hampus actually has the chance to not the last one, but Chopper staying sneaky, I suppose. 14-9 now. Gamer Legion are set for a pathway, a long, long pathway that may lead them to glory, but that probably will lead them nowhere. Still.
Yeah, their economy is so nice now. I mean, they don't even have to buy a lot here. Freddy is the only one that really has to invest and drops down to 450, but even still, everything's going the way of Gamer Legion right now. The one condition wants more double digits before Team Spirit can hit 15, and Draken's back on the up already, so there's a chance. I believe. I like to believe in the underdogs, and right now, Gamer Legion are currently, obviously, the underdogs, so there's a chance at it. Just bounce on the up once more, though. He's been a big factor in the fact that Team Spirit will find opening frags, and he's locking down sites by himself. He doesn't necessarily have the best KD, but, I mean, the impact frags that he gets are enough to, in my mind, sway him to be one of the best on the server.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just been great, honestly. And despite that kill disparity that we talked about earlier, I do think that there are a couple players that are in that under Hampus, I suppose, that definitely have had some fantastic series. Rusty honestly been so good through this. He always, I sort of feel like he's always the scapegoat for Gamer Legion, where people just complain about Rusty a lot. But honestly, every time I watched Gamer Legion, I watched Rusty, or almost every time at least. He's always been one of the top of the list for me, and Balance has been top of the list in general, it seems like, because he's just always in with a shout, always with these shots that just put so many cogs in so many of Gamer Legion's wheels. As they mount an attack, 3-on-5 it goes. Oh, and Draken, no. He's actually got one there. Chopper to trade it out, so and the CT is open. The gates have closed, though. And we're on match point for Team Spirit. Are Gamer Legion gonna get knocked out now?
They have a buy, though. They can easily buy up here. The money is from the last one, the fact that they win that eco round. They can buy up and they can invest so much, but can they pull this one off? We were talking about how Gamer Legion, they needed to get to double digits, and they're not even at that. Team Spirit on match point. 1 round away, 6 chances. Can they do it, Gamer Legion? Stay alive for 1 more round, and it doesn't even matter if they win. They need to keep at least 4 players alive to keep their economy going, and even with only 3 or 2, it's still going to be hard. Freddy B's launch a full frontal assault. Caught Chopper off guard. No trade frag just yet from Mir. And the man advantage gain for Gamer Legion. The fast and aggressive style has worked out favorably for them, and so they find an opening here, but trade it out now. Mir, oh, he's made a mess of it. Can't find it. Freddy B's actually got it, and already Rusty's got a second on the eye disbalance. Unbelievable here already, Gamer Legion. A double man advantage gain. And what is happening, Team Spirit?
I don't know, but they keep on losing on these match points. They've done it before.
Oh my god.
But they've always come back to some extent, as in they don't really choke fully and let Gamer Legion run too far into it. I think we saw that on Mirage specifically, where Gamer Legion did put a few rounds back. It was something like 15-9, then only got to 12 at that point. I think that's around the rounds that Gamer Legion are gonna get max for this map, because Team Spirit, I'm not gonna stop believing that they can close this one out.
I got faith. I've got faith in
I mean, you did say, I think it was when it was 15-12 on Mirage. Well, now I think Team Spirit are gonna close this out, and then obviously that sort of backfired. But then again, you're a terrible predictor, aren't you?
You know, it could happen. It could happen. In the past, I've been a pretty trash predictor, so maybe Gamer Legion can pull this off. Maybe. I'm thinking Team Spirit can close it out, but yeah, they need Hampus to step up more. They need Draken to step up more. They need Rusty and a tactical timeout, a technical being called for Team Spirit.
Yeah.
The thing is, they've got. Oh, thank you, Jose. Thank you, Jose, for rating with a party of 50. Appreciate. Hopefully, your stream was a banger. Yeah. Hopefully, it was a lot of fun.
I think Jose was actually casting Havu versus Gambit Youngsters, wasn't he? I think that he was like the only English stream for some reason. I think that was 3 maps as well. Really good game that. Hope you had fun.
Nice.
Also, nice biased capture, of course. Also, Skade somehow came back from, I think, like 14-9 or so. Maybe, yeah, 14-9, I think, against Copenhagen Flames. Went into overtime. I've been in like double overtime or something. And Skade have just won. So, we're going to be seeing Skade... actually, no, Skade. Since they win, and that was in the upper bracket.
Oh, yeah, they advanced. So
Skade are actually qualifying. Meanwhile, Copenhagen Flames dropped down. And so the winner of this game, which again I still think is going to be Spirit, are going to face Copenhagen Flames in the next one. But could also be Game Legion, of course.
Oh yeah, Skate have to win upper bracket final. I think that's what they said. So, I mean, man.
Oh right,
Spirit,
yeah. There's another one.
They'll battle against Copenhagen Flames in the lower bracket if they win this one out. But Game Legion, 5 rounds in a row they need to pull off the upset. 5 rounds down, and Team Spirit hot on their trail. They're looking to close this one out here in this round with a nominal buy. You can already see a mixed buy. 3 on 4 is a Deagle and a Scout, so definitely not the best set of weaponry, but they have this stack read perfectly. 4-player execution out towards balcony. Magix and SDY are sitting. They haven't revealed their position just yet, but now they've given a cue, and now the frags are coming in. Magix brought one back, a second from Magix, and SDY's gone unnoticed now. He can hold it off, but it's a shutdown. Yeah. It's game over. Draken, Team Spirit advance to the next round of the lower bracket, and they will face Copenhagen Flames, and we will be there for that matchup. But what a way to close things out. A heartbreak for Gamer Legion.
Oh, yeah.